Ever since we moved to Spain, we have been talking about seeing northern cities and nature of Spain, but had never gotten around to it. And as the baby is due sooner rather than later, we decided to finally fulfill our wish and take the advantage of 1 week holiday we had and go on our last big trip as a family of 2. As it turned out, the decision to go wasn't as easy as we thought, as we ran into a couple of obstacles the week before our trip. Our car was having some issues, so we weren't sure if going for a long drive would be the smartest, and Luca got a really bad tooth problem that resulted in a huge amount of pain and half-swollen face. After adjusting our plans, seeing a doctor and starting an antibiotic course, the night before our planned trip, we decided to continue with our goal of visiting north of Spain. Join us in this week's adventures as we drive 2,500 kilometers, try to see as much as possible in 6 days, change our plan of action several times a day, and bring way too many clothes for the trip. Day 3 of our trip. This morning we woke up in San Sebastian. With San Sebastian, what's the interesting thing, in the city center, you can't park your car unless it's paid parking underground. I think it's because there's not a lot of parking spaces and they're obviously reserved for the residents, that's the word, for the residents. So we parked our car. It was a 10-minute drive from the hotel. And now we're exploring Santander. The weather, we're super lucky. It was supposed to be a rainy day, so obviously it can interfere with the experience. But today is sunny. It's really warm, 15 degrees, but it feels a lot warmer. And we're super excited because I've just noticed that, first of all, there's not a lot of tourists because it's winter and San Sebastian is a summer city to visit, and it's Tuesday, so obviously not that many people in general, no weekenders right now. And I was a bit sad because obviously as it's late winter, early spring, there's not a lot of green things, like the trees don't have any leaves or anything. But this morning I noticed magnolias are blossoming right now. So we managed to get magnolia time, which is always beautiful. And yeah, we're standing right next to the cathedral right now. And square of the cathedral. And we're gonna go for, as our receptionist in the hotel was described, a romantic walk by the river. So let's go with us. Framed by golden beaches and lush hillsides, San Sebastian has undeniable allure, from its venerable dining scene to its grand architecture and packed cultural calendar. San Sebastian has justly deserved as one of the world's great dining destinations. This is a city that celebrates the art of eating well in all its many forms. So I have a thing for fresh flowers, especially colorful flowers. I love to have them home on the table, to grow them in the garden. And the fact that San Sebastian has a whole street of yellow, beautiful flowers, no idea the name of them in English. In Latvian they're called narcissus. I'm so happy, and they're the color of the sun. So beautiful. The city is also blessed with an alluring coastline. Once a favorite destination for Spanish royalty, San Sebastian has lost none of its beauty over the years.
This place is insane. Basically, we are at the end of the city on the very edge of the city, that is on the border with the sea. And today is not even a little bit windy, but for some reason there are huge waves that are basically hitting all the coast and creating this environment very active and with a lot of movement, color and sound that create all the full-on environment around. Unbelievably beautiful and fascinating. What? Fascinating.
Elegant Art Nouveau buildings, ornate bridges, and beautifully manufactured parks and plazas create a captivating background to this seaside city.
What are you doing, Paola?
Looking for hotels because we need somewhere to sleep tonight, don't we? So the question is, do we book somewhere in the center or not center? So trying to find hotels that has a nice bed and parking. San Sebastian, less often known as Donostia San Sebastian, is a wonderful city to visit for one day quick visit or even longer few days full San Sebastian exploration. We're back in the car. We had our day in San Sebastian, about 5 hours to explore, more or less. Really good day, really good weather. And what did you think of San Sebastian?
Very beautiful. Really like the city.
Not disappointed?
Absolutely not. I actually fulfill all of my expectations, and it's not just architectural because urban design still keep the old implant and everything, but it's just the vibe that you can feel on the city. We bought magnets that say only good vibes, and actually we decided to buy that one because we felt that one. The vibe on the around are awesome. Just very beautiful city. I like it.
Yeah, I really like it as well. It was a mixture of, like I said, kind of like reminded Valencia mixed with Riga. Valencia is the city in Spain where we used to live, and Riga is the city where I'm from. So it felt really nice. It was quite small, the city center. Yes, if you really want to walk, you can walk in an hour, all of it. Thanks God we had more time to explore it, but yeah, the vibes are very nice. Weather was really good. The sea, if you look at pictures online, you get crystal clear, perfect water. Well, we didn't get that one. What we got was crazy waves and beautiful, spectacular white foams created by the sea. So that was very interesting as well, because you don't see that in the pictures, and it was actually very nice to see that today. And now in the car, we've been driving 2 hours. We have another 30 minutes left because we're going to San Sebastian there, and then I can't pronounce that word. We'll put the word on the description. Don't want to butcher the pronunciation. It is a castle that is built on a little island. Monastery, castle, church. It's been various things. It's been destroyed and rebuilt many times, and it's connected with the mainland by 241 stairs, and it's supposed to be very beautiful. It's popular, and some of you might know it because it's been filmed in Game of Thrones. I don't remember which season. I think it was season 7, it online said. But we're going to explore that. And it's 53 minutes from there afterwards to Bilbao. So it was on our way, and it's supposed to be very beautiful. I'm very excited to see. Temperature's been really nice up north for 1st of March. It's been 23 degrees on our way. It's getting a little bit colder and a little bit cloudier, but hopefully it's not going to rain before we reach the location. So the unpronounceable word is this one, Gaztelugatxe. I don't know how to pronounce it, we can't. So there you can see the name of where we have just arrived. And it's about 1 kilometer walk from the parking to the castle, the monument. And we just started the walk. Another good part about coming in winter, not in summer, you don't have to pay for the ticket entrance because it's free. If you come in Easter weekends, Christmas weekend, I believe it was, but don't quote me on that, Easter weekend, and in June, July, August, September, you have to pay at the entrance. So we don't.
Okay, we arrived to the place, but unfortunately the road to go down and actually go till there is closed, and that's a pity because I guess it would have been very nice to go all the step down. I mean, tiring, of course. I don't like steps, I don't like stairs, but of course it would have been a lot more interesting. We just settled down with this mirador, so point of view, which is still very beautiful and spectacular. And nothing, we're gonna leave you with some cool drone shot that I managed to do.
The unpronounceable place is located just off the shore along the Bay of Biscay and 35 kilometers east from Bilbao. Many will recognize it as the island fortress of Dragonstone from season 7 of Game of Thrones. However, its real name can be translated as Castle Rock from Basque. The island is connected to mainland by a man-made stone bridge. The bridge transitions into a narrow path that contains 241 steps and zigzags its way back and forth to the top. These steps have been recognized as one of the world's grandest staircases. Once at the top of the island, you will find the church, which has a bell situated along the front of its facade. According to legend, after you have completed the climb, you should ring the bell 3 times and make a wish.
Okay, we made it up. I'm so happy. Yeah, people in Spain are amazing. Thanks God we speak, especially Gianluca speaks Spanish because he asked if we can get till the end with the steps. Because I've read on one online article that it's been closed since January 2021 due to a landslide. So we didn't go all the way down before we spoke with people, and they said yes, it's closed, so there's no point to go down. So we went just to the viewpoint, which was still 0.9 or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure if we made it all this 0.9 down. And now walking back up was a little bit out of breath I am, but we did it. We made it, all 3 of us. And on the way we met the cutest little Pomerian puppy. He was super funny because he didn't want to go with his owners. They wanted to get him on the leash before going back on the street where the cars are, of course. And he wouldn't go in their hands. So it took another 4-year-old or 5-year-old little girl to trick the puppy. He started playing with her, and then she managed to lift him up so the owner could get him. It was very funny. People in Spain are just amazing. Everyone's so friendly and so nice, and the view was beautiful. And we're back with our little baby, the car, which is very, very dirty. We need to wash her. And we're gonna go to Bilbao now, to our hotel. We're doing very good with time today. So check in the hotel, put our stuff down, and go for dinner. just got in the hotel. And this is the nicest one so far. So this is the entrance. Then we have a very big closet for just one night. Huge closet, so I don't think we'll use that one. A little mini bar section with tea and coffee, which is very nice. And then right over here we have a washroom, so one can be in the bathroom, the other one can brush their teeth, which is very nice and interesting. Because the bathroom itself is small, but everything you need, a shower, beautiful clean towels, and then very cool doors inside of our room. We have a bedroom. Very beautiful design, really like it. A huge bed with extra pillows. We did order extra pillows because I need like 5 pillows to hug right now. And the view is supposed to be to the Guggenheim Museum. We're almost there. It's around the corner. You cannot see. But it's very beautiful. Very comfortable. So now I think we're gonna quickly put our stuff away. Use the fact that we arrived at the hotel at 8 instead of at 10:30, which has been happening so far. And we're gonna go for dinner. Let's go. Dinner time in Bilbao. A very typical dishes are pinchos. It's like little tapas. In south of Spain they say tapas, norte they say pinchos. But tonight we wanted something a little bit dirtier, and I wasn't in the mood for tapas. So, big burgers it is.
The good weather had changed and it started to rain. So after dinner, we quickly walked to the hotel and went to bed so that we would have all the necessary energy to explore Bilbao the next day.